Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the very first episode of Payday 2 Mod of the Week. Every week we'll be doing a full rundown and overview of a mod and going over the pros and cons in kind of a reviewish kind of way. And this format will change depending on how big the selected mod is. We could possibly do 3 or 4 per episode. And this will be the new series of my channel. We'll also be branching off in the future to include GTA Mod of the Weeks, possibly a CSGO Workshop Map of the Week, and maybe even a Skyrim Mod of the Week. So let's get started. The first mod we're going to be covering is called GoonMod, and this is a very cool mod for Payday 2 that changes a lot of features in the base game. So let's talk a little bit about it first. There's a couple features of this mod that do change gameplay up quite a bit and may be considered cheating by some. However, on the official forums, the developers had this to say about GoonMod. Regarding GoonHud and other modifications, we have a general stance of acceptance as long as the mod doesn't affect the gameplay in a negative way for yourself or your crew members. Above all, we expect the community to use common sense and good gamer ethics while playing with each other. From time to time, we invite community members, mod makers, and others to use an overkill stamp of approval. We decide who these people are and when we pick them. So, that's kind of a broad statement about the mod. I don't know if he knows all the features of it. One of which is you can spawn in just bulldozers or just tasers, but that is the official response as of right now with the mod, and as far as I know, it's impossible to get banned while using it. All that said, I really would lay off the mutators unless you're just playing with friends and people who you know are going to use it. Alright, so this mod shares a couple of features with HUD, and that is remember gadget state. Gadgets on your weapons will remember if they were on or off when you put them away and pull them back out. Have no idea why this isn't part of the game yet. Basically, if you turn on your laser or flashlight and put them away in the base game and switch weapons, then you have to return it on again, and it's a giant pain in the butt. With this, it fixes it, and really they should just patch this into the game at this point. The next one is push to interact. When you're opening doors, safety deposit boxes, getting ammo, or anything else, all you have to do is push down the F button for a half a second or less, and what that does is just holds down F for you. You don't have to do it. You can shift tab into Steam and check your messages or whatever you need to do, and on longer things such as safety deposit boxes could be a nice distraction while you're doing that. Okay, so next up, which is pretty cool, is weapon camos. This is a separate download. You have to move to the folder, but once you do, you can customize a weapon with any of the default colors or camos available for masks, and this is still in beta stage, but it's a nice addition. It's kind of cool. This only shows up for you, so other players don't see these, which is fine by me. It's not affecting the gameplay at all of other players, and you can set anything from more military style camos to some pink or whatever you're into. Next is just custom lasers. You can set lasers to either change colors like a rainbow, disco, any color you want basically, and if you like custom lasers, I guess that's kind of cool. Next one is custom waypoints. Pretty useful tool that should be in the base game for newish players. All you have to do is set a mappable key to whatever you want it to be, and you can set and remove waypoints on the map to help other players find out where to go. So the armored transport introduced train heist as a extended heist that you have to get lucky to get, and that's kind of annoying when you get it and you don't want it, and when you're looking for it and don't get it. So this adds a separate train heist that's its own heist into the game, and you can play it whenever you want to with other people who have this mod. I believe you have to get it once and then it's yours forever, so pretty nifty and pretty cool. Coming up next is called Corpse Delimiter, and this makes it so you can set how many cops you want dead on the map at one time. You can have quite a few at once, I believe up to 1,000, which I do not recommend doing. Recommend setting it 200 or less, because at that point it starts to get a little crazy and the map starts to lag a little bit once you get up to the really high numbers. You can also set it to lower numbers too if you have performance issues with the game. But I would set it to around 100, I think is a sweet spot when using the Corpse Delimiter. Okay, so next up is called Crime.net Cargo. Send and receive weapons, weapon mod, masks, and mask parts between your friends and other players. Pretty nifty tool, and one that really should honestly be in the base game. So moving into the more controversial stuff, we've got mutators. This is micro gameplay mods that add new ways to give gameplay modes and experience a new twist. And this will let you do a number of things, such as spawning in different cops, like only bulldozers, only tasers, only cloakers, setting speeds for cops, and other things like that. It does disable achievements, and I believe you can only do it in private matches, but still, it is kind of going a little bit over the top. So last and finally, we have Gauge Coins and Gauge Mod Shop. Basically what this is, when you pick up a package that was introduced with the Gauge Courier pack, you get a coin. And you can spend these coins to unlock attachments and masks. I believe one gun attachment costs 1 coin, while a mask costs 20. And these do not have to be enabled, of course, but for those who hate the random drop system of the game and have played hundreds of hours without getting a certain attachment, this can be a nice way out. It doesn't just give it to you, it makes you work for it a little bit, but at the same time, it can feel cheap to those who have grinded out Jewelry Store for hours on end, and I definitely don't think it should introduce patterns or masks. I think those should be disabled, but you'll have to decide if that's something you agree with or not when doing that. So that wraps up GoonMod. Pretty nifty mod. There will be, of course, a link in the description where you can download GoonMod, and it can be run with either PocoHud or HuxHud. However, this will increase the chances of your game crashing, so just beware before adding additional layers of mods on top of this. It is in beta right now, so it's a bit buggy, but I haven't had too many issues just running it plain with nothing else or no other mods installed. And I think it has a real chance of being one of the big mods for Payday 2 in the style of HuxHud, where almost half the players are using it. So it's definitely a good one to keep your eye on in the future. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to leave a rating, and I will see you next week in the next episode.